And we're back with another episode of Lakers Latest. I'm Gerald Glassford, host of the Lakers Latest channel, part of the Fan Arc Network. Please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out as far as attracting new viewers in to check us out here at Lakers Latest. Plus, it also gives an opportunity to help grow the Fan Art Network as a whole. The Fan Art Network has a ton of teams that they cover on a daily basis. So check out all their great shows today and like and subscribe not only to the Fan Arc Network on YouTube, but also to us right here at Lakers Latest. So today, being Thursday, was the trade deadline. Finally ended. A flurry of activity. Most of the stuff that went today, most of the trades were rotation players finding new homes, salary caps being cut and condensed where they were in more manageable positions. Several teams over the course of the past couple of days got underneath the first and second tax aprons, which I know it will bring a lot of relief and some extra maneuverability going forward. A lot of rotation players, like for instance, Nick Richards, Nigel Hayes-Davis, and Ousmane Dieng. They went to the Milwaukee Bucks. Phoenix Suns got Cole Anthony, Amir Coffey. Also as well, want to go ahead and mention New York Knicks getting Jose Alvarado for Dalen Terry and 2 second-round draft picks. Just Hunter Tyson going to the Nets. Also as well for a swap of second-round picks there. Yeah, a lot of smaller deals like that. Dallas Mavericks get Tyus Jones. Charlotte Hornets get Malachi Branham in a deal. Charlotte Hornets also got Xavier Tillman as a salary dump, so Boston could really get under the first tax apron. So yeah, a lot of moves were made that were small like that, but the two trades I want to point out that took place just before the trade deadline ended today. The first one I want to cover was the first one of the day, and that was Minnesota getting Ayo Dosunmu, who's having a really good season coming off the bench in Chicago, and he is a good two-way player. He got traded to Minnesota under the radar. I want to go ahead and mention that's an under-radar trade for them. The Chicago Bulls get Rob Dillingham, who was, I guess, the experiment, the first round lottery pick that he is. That experiment is over. He goes to Chicago. Leonard Miller was sent along and 4 second-round draft picks. But Ayo Dosunmu, really watch out for him. He might do some good things coming off the bench for Minnesota. Not exactly the big pickup they wanted in Minnesota. That was Giannis. But the major announcements were that Ja Morant was not going to be moved by Memphis, and the biggest of all was Giannis Antetokounmpo, announced by Milwaukee as not being moved. So Golden State, Minnesota, New York, and Miami, who were the big suitors for Giannis over the past week or so, they all were told and notified, along with the rest of the league, that Giannis Antetokounmpo is going to be in Milwaukee for at least a few more months, and we'll see what happens in the summer, as teams like the Lakers, for instance, might be in the running to go get Giannis Antetokounmpo. So be prepared for a ton of Lakers Giannis Antetokounmpo rumors. And I'm sure over the course of the next days, weeks, and months, we'll go ahead and touch on Giannis a lot more right here at Lakers Latest. But the other main trade that was not Lakers related, and I will get to that here in its own section, but the other main trade was a good friend of ours in Lakers land, Ivica Zubac, who we never wanted to leave the Lakers in the first place, but Mike Muscala. And I'll just leave it at that. He was traded along with Kobe Brown from the LA Clippers, who looked to be in tank mode. They didn't look like they were in tank mode because they were 17-4 heading into this past weekend. Best team overall since the start of the year, but the issues that came about as far as the Clippers not agreeing to whatever James Harden was demanding money-wise, so they sent him to Cleveland. They figured that this is their season anyway, so they sent away their best, probably overall defender in Ivica Zubac and Kobe Brown to the Indiana Pacers. Going to be a nice piece for Tyrese Halliburton when he comes back next season. The Clippers get Benedict Mathurin, Isaiah Jackson, 2 first-round picks, and a second-round pick. And to everybody out there, that first round pick that the Clippers got, it's highly protected for this year. So if that pick does not fall between 5 and 9, the Clippers don't get that pick. They get a pick later, I think in the 2030s, as far as what it will get bumped back to. But yes, it's a highly protected first round pick this year and a 2029 first round pick that the Clippers get from Indiana. So very interesting to see that they wanted a center in Indiana they could rely on, and I believe they got one now. Zubac, he plays a lot. Plays on both ends of the floor. He's a great lob threat, great pick and roll, and he does a lot on the boards, both offensive and defensive, and a big body to throw around there. So he has really developed into a great center. And I'm hoping for continued success for him. Wish it would have been on the Lakers, but as you know, if you followed me for a long time, you know that one still hurts for Mike Muscala. And I'll just say that. But everybody else, as far as the trades, were either for rotation players or just to try and get out of tax. Several teams over the past couple of days got rid of some players so that they could get under the tax and save themselves from as far as any tax penalties, but also provide themselves some financial flexibility. So it was interesting to see those moves being made as well. But the one trade that is concerning to Lakers fans, and yes, I am going to mention it, of course, was Rob Pelinka did do something. You guys were worried if Rob was going to do anything, and I had told you that the Lakers had a small amount of assets to really utilize in trades, so you weren't going to get a whole lot in return. But Gabe Vincent, the much maligned Gabe Vincent, is gone, along with the Lakers' only second-round draft pick that they have left. Now is gone. That went to Atlanta. The Lakers get back Luke Kennard, who is averaging 49.7, almost 50% from three this year. He is a career 45% three-point shooter. The Lakers land him in a trade, which again, I think that I don't know. I've been reading my social media today, and also my other stuff that I do, and the vibe is half of the people are excited to see Luke Kennard here because of what he may be able to do to space the floor when he's in there. And the other half are just glad that, as we've nicknamed him, many people on my areas that I'm on, Cardio Gabe, is gone and away from the Lakers and now a part of the Atlanta Hawks. So I think a lot of people are also, again, more people maybe than not are excited that about the Gabe end of it, about him being gone, because his tenure with the Lakers was not a good one, at all. And again, I hope he finds himself in Atlanta or somewhere else, with the career that he once had. But yeah, to Rob Pelinka, please, no more Milwaukee guards. Miami guards. Miami guards. No more Miami guards for a while. Yeah, just focus in on what you may be able to do. And if that is in Milwaukee, which I was trying to say with Giannis Antetokounmpo, then maybe that's what you should work on in the offseason. But no more Miami guards. No more guards from the Heat, please, for a while. Just cool it on that. But it is, of course, Luke Kennard coming to the Lakers. He has bounced around the league at a few stops because while he shoots at a very high level, it is hard to keep him in the lineup or in the rotation or in the starting lineup or in any rotation period because the fact that his defense is, well, frankly, not quite that good. And JJ Redick is going to have to figure out a way to keep him out there for 15 to 20 to 25 minutes a game and get him 3 to 7 good looks every single game from three, and have to figure out a way to go ahead and do that without getting burned too much on the other end of the floor. So that's the little conundrum that JJ is going to have to figure out. But again, addition by subtraction with Gabe being gone, but also getting in a 45% shooter for a career and from three, and also 50% from three right now. I consider it a win-win, and I'm looking forward to seeing what Luke Kennard can do for us. I love the trade because, again, we were not happy with Gabe at all. It just that misery from the fan base with Gabe is now gone. And again, Luke, hopefully he can hit some shots for us and get some really good looks from Luka, LeBron, and Austin indeed. But yeah, just again, that's what was done. Not earth-shattering by any stretch of the imagination, but it was a trade that Rob did indeed. So I want to hear your thoughts down below on the addition of Luke Kennard. Do you like it? Do you not like it? What are your thoughts on Gabe Vincent? Are you happy, like many in my community that I'm a part of are happy about, as far as Gabe being gone? Or do you wanted to keep Gabe, or at least until the end of the season, because his expiring money comes off the books? Luke Kennard, by the way, his money is expiring, and that's coming off the books. The Lakers saved $500,000 on the deal, so they now have $500,000 more to spend. So it's about $1.6 million that they have to spend on a buyout candidate. I know some more rumors have come about that possibly Cam Thomas could find his way here. We'll have to wait and see, and if anything's updated like that, we'll make sure we got it covered for you right here at Lakers Latest. But yeah, just wanted to mention that. But yeah, if you've any thoughts on the Luke Kennard trade, Gabe Vincent gone, Luke Kennard in, please let us know right here down below at Lakers Latest. We'd love to hear your thoughts on that. I will respond to them as fast as I can right here at Lakers Latest. But before we heading out, wanted to go ahead. The Lakers had a game. Oh, by the way, the Lakers had a game today, and that was at home, coming home for the Grammy trip against the Philadelphia 76ers. And the Philadelphia 76ers had been playing really well on the road on the West Coast on this trip. They've had a couple of really nice wins. They came into tonight and actually for the first 3.5 quarters built a solid lead. At times it was in double digits and actually looked pretty good in what they were executing on offense, and just enough defense to keep the Lakers at bay for 3.5 quarters. We also got the bad news in the second quarter. I don't know if you caught it and saw it, but Luka started grabbing for the back of, I believe, his left leg. And he is going to have a MRI done, and they're going to find out maybe the extent if there's an issue with that as far as the hamstring is concerned, because he said he felt something in his hamstring after the game, made a comment about that. So we will have to wait and see what is going to go on with Luka. But thank goodness Austin Reeves came back. I know he did look a little rusty in his first game back at Brooklyn, but today coming off the bench, again, limited minutes for him because he's also coming back from an injury. 25 minutes tonight, but started out 9 of 11 shooting, sizzling hot, 12 of 17 from the field was what he was overall. 35 points in 25 minutes, really lifted up the Lakers, really got them back in the game. It really helped them out as far as keeping them in the game as well. LeBron playing more of the point, was able to go ahead and distribute the ball a little bit more. But yeah, it was actually a great team effort. And in the second half, really got a good effort. I want to make a note and give a special shout out to Maxi Kleber. It won't show up in the scoreboard as far as 4 points, 4 rebounds, but 3 steals. Those rebounds, so all those rebounds were offensive rebounds. So 4 offensive rebounds, 3 steals for him. He showed great effort. And again, we were saying on my other channel, saying that, you know what, it looked like he may have had a sigh of relief that he wasn't moving at the trade deadline. Some of these players looked like that they had a weight lifted off their shoulders, and maybe that was the case. But yeah, it won't show up. 4 points, 4 rebounds, very well on the scoreboard. But you know what, that plus minus, if you're really a stickler on that, it was the biggest of anyone on the team, plus 23. Rui chipped in with 14. LeBron himself had 17 points, 10 assists. The 8 turnovers I didn't like so much, but it's a little bit sloppy because he had to handle the ball more. But again, 17 points for him. Jake LaRavia chipped in with 14. And the Lakers got it done. The Lakers got it done with a 119-115 victory. They're now 31-19. They're still in the mix in that 4th, and actually you could consider 3rd through 7th process. Right now, they're tied for essentially 4th place in the Western Conference with the Houston Rockets, 8 games back behind the Oklahoma City Thunder. They're a game behind Denver Nuggets. So with a nice little flurry of wins, that if they can put those together, hopefully starting on Saturday with Golden State, 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, hopefully they can get and move by this time next week into 3rd place in the Western Conference. We will wait and see. They just need to start putting some wins together. but they did play spirited defense, especially in the second half, caused a lot of turnovers, got a little sloppy, Philadelphia did with the ball, and the Lakers were able to take advantage. I do want to give a shout out when both AR and LeBron were out of the lineup, and of course Luke was already out of the lineup late in the third quarter with 2 minutes left. The Lakers not only held firm, but they got even closer, so that it really gave the team a lift, so that they really came out strong at the first part of that fourth quarter. They went on a run and never looked back. They had it up to double digits before finally giving most of that lead up in some crazy type of almost failed comeback by the Sixers, but they were able to hold out for the win. And I'll tell you what, it's really good to see them come home and get the victory. We'll see what happens with Luka, and whatever comes out of Luka as far as MRI, that's going to be done on Friday. We'll make sure you give you the 411 on his status going forward as well. So Lakers get the win, which is always great, and looking forward to seeing what they'll do the rest of the season. Looking forward to seeing if they do pick up a buyout candidate, whether it's Cam Thomas or someone else. We'd love to hear your thoughts on that. Who do you think the Lakers should pick up on a buyout? Please let us know your thoughts below. But before we head on out, we always want to hear a word from you. And I put there frustrated about the Lakers trade activity because I got that in my community this evening about a lot of frustration. Some people were really frustrated with what Rob did not do more of, or the activity level that he didn't do to their liking, as far as they're concerned, with only one trade around the fringes. But again, they didn't have much in the way of assets, so I'm not defending Rob per se, but it's just the reality of what you could or couldn't do. And I was hoping that they would do more in the off season to build around Luka, but they didn't. But I'm assuming that process is going to be well underway during this upcoming off season because of how much they will have as far as cap space that's available, but also as well what's going on with the fact that they increase the number of first round picks that they will have, and that puts them now in the Giannis Antetokounmpo sweepstakes, and it'll be very interesting to see if that's going to get it done for getting him on the Lakers. Would that excite you? Would Giannis to the Lakers excite you as a fan? Do you think that's something the Lakers should do? Please leave your comments below. I would love to hear that as well. But before we head on out, wanted to go ahead and mention Juan, one of my followers from my other channel. He is here below. He made a great comment. I wanted to go ahead and get him a shout out. Juan Velasquez. What's up, Gerald? I know Joe keeps saying, Joe, my co-host on the other show, keeps saying, wait until next year. But how are the Phoenix Suns? I believe that they have a younger and better, more defensive-minded team than us. And I won't disagree with you on the more defensive-minded team. I mean, Jordan Ott, the coach of the Phoenix Suns, by the way, was assistant coach with the Lakers previously. He's done a great job with them. They have been more attuned on the defensive end, and they do have a lot of young players that they could go to, and they're getting just enough veteran savvy right now with Brooks and Booker to really put them in a position that they are exceeding their expectations right now. So yes, good thoughts, good analysis there, Juan. He talked about Walker Kessler. Walker Kessler, once that Triple J trade was done, I think it was also mentioned in Twitter and rumors that now that the Utah will try to focus more on re-signing Kessler, who is a restricted free agent. So I don't think that the Lakers will be able to have much luck in trying to get Walker Kessler if that comes to a bidding war. But you never know. And if that's the case, I would like to see that because Kessler, he's a solid defender, block shot guy, and also a good rebounder as well. So I'd love to see him on the Lakers team if that's the case. But he says a younger, better, more defensive team is Phoenix than us, and then Kessler. Then 1 year, this is Rob and his incompetence. Well, again, I'm not a big fan of Rob Pelinka. I've made that clear. Again, if you are, please let me know why down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts why, because I've gone back and forth with people that don't like Rob and people that do like Rob Pelinka. I have not been overall. The resume for Rob Pelinka is not the greatest, but now is his chance to try and pad that resume with some good signings and good decisions this offseason. He is targeted this offseason from last season, from the very beginning. This is what he wanted to do. is free up a ton of cap space for 26 and possibly 27 as well. So I'd like to see if that plan and that pathway rolls itself out to getting a major star or building a quality championship level team around Luka. We will have to wait and see. Also wanted to go ahead and mention as well from Lulu, on as far as the followers as well that's out there. She said Luka and Giannis have a friendly relationship. Both will be on the all-world team all-stars. Well, we'll wait and see on Luka on that one. She posted this before the Luka injury. Both are family men and top-tier players. Luka has a big beach home to accommodate any new roster additions. Tilt the scales a little, both playing away from their home country. Yes, so, he also has that home in Dallas as well that he got a chance to see when he went back to Dallas. So we'll see. Again, I don't want to put 100% on Giannis coming to Lakers. I don't want to start that as far as I'm concerned. I don't want to be aggregated to it to sound like Brian Windhorst. I'll just say that, now that the Giannis Antetokounmpo sweepstakes has been put on hold, you never know what can happen. And the Lakers have always landed or been pretty successful at landing the big fish out there in the ocean. And there'll be no bigger fish in the ocean this summer, I believe, than Giannis Antetokounmpo. And so if he wants to come here, he will have more sway because he has an extension that's coming up in October that he can sign or not sign with it, whatever new team or team that he's on, if it's Milwaukee. So he will have more say in where he wants to go because Milwaukee waited till the summer. So we will wait and see what lies ahead for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And if it's the way of the Lakers, we'll make sure we got it covered for you right here as well. But again, leave your comments below and please help everyone out here at the Fan Arc Network and of course Lakers Latest by liking and subscribing. Truly a great part of what they're doing as far as Fan Arc Network is concerned. Please share the love. It is immensely, immensely appreciated. Thank you so much again for watching, listening. It's Gerald Glassford. I'll be back with my thoughts on the Lakers after the trade deadline, even more coming up for your weekend pleasure. So we'll share some thoughts on that. Plus, we also have the Golden State game coming up Saturday night on prime time, 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. So looking forward to that as well. So again, Gerald Glassford, thanks again for watching this thing. Hopefully you will have a great Lakers weekend, and hopefully you will come back for many more times to find out the latest 411 on what's going on with the Lakers right here at Lakers Latest.